Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is DaReal and we are here with some NBA 2K Mobile, and we are here with a guide to show you how to grind gear points inside the game. Recently, I began this question a whole lot more than usual. So with the expanded leaderboards in NBA 2K Mobile Season 5, legendary gear has been a little bit easier to obtain this time around. Now, the trick to grinding the gear in the most fast and efficient way comes down to a couple of things, right? The first most important thing you want to look for is players on your squad, right? You want to look inside your collection and you want to make sure you find players with this ability here called Gear Master. It's very important, right? We'll read the ability. 20% extra gear points are earned when this card has gear attached. Now it gets a little bit tricky though, because with the legendary shoes and the epic shoes, they are team specific or position specific, right? But in most cases, they are locked to a team. For example, these legendary shoes are for the Boston Celtics, but then I also have some that are specific to point guard. So you gotta have a gear master that's either a Boston Celtic or a point guard, and that gets a little tough. So in this guide, I'm gonna tell you all the players that you can use between Season 5 and Season 4 that can help you accomplish this. And the good news is some of these players are craftable. So if you have some leftover collectibles from last season, it's a no-brainer to craft them. And if you got some collectibles from earlier themes in the year, it makes sense too. Now, as far as collecting the gear points, you just take your players into the events, tourneys, or head-to-head, and actually play the games, right? You can't simulate them. Then you earn the gear points. And from that point, it's just all about grinding with the players. But with that extra bonus, it's definitely helpful and gets it done a lot faster. Now, the best way to find the players is you go into your catalog. And I find that the easiest way is just to search by team, because the gear masters are across all rarities, right? So like we'll start with the Boston Celtics. We'll just start with the catalog and just sort through it. Just sort through it and then look for any player that has gear master. Now there are some right here that were recent. So the triple doubles John Havlicek is a gear master. That's also a really good card. And it also makes sense to work on building out these cards, even max them out if you want, because they are cards you're going to be using to play tourneys. And the higher your gear master players are, the higher the tourneys you can complete. Some tourneys have specific challenges too, where you can work on getting rings. Like for example, if you want to get cosmic jasper rings right now, the final round in the plasma quartz tourney will help you do that. So you need to have some high players that have the gear master ability in order to play in those rounds. But we got John Havlicek, Grant Williams from the Rainmakers theme. This player I just recently crafted over the weekend. Malcolm Brogdon from the winter theme. I didn't really need no more winter theme collectibles. I had the best cards from that theme already, so it made a lot of sense to craft a Malcolm Brogdon. Like even if you go way back, Marcus Smart is a card you can craft. And that's a good defender, somebody you can use in head-to-head. Diamond Jason Tatum from the All-NBA theme in the beginning of the season. So like if you have these cards and they drop on a draft board for you, or if you got them early in the year for themes, do not turn them into mentors. Keep these players locked, because you're going to use them to grind. Like even some players from Season 4, right? There's some gear masters there as well. You got John Havlicek, the Emerald version. That's a gear master. Easy to craft, right? You only need 30 Emerald rings and one collectible from a theme that isn't going to come back around. Sapphire Daniel Theis from the Finals 2022 theme has gear master. And then last but not least, we got Emerald Marcus Smart that also has it from the same theme. Kevin McHale from the Shine Greats has it. You see, there's a lot of choices. Now, there are some teams that don't have Gear Master. Don't get me wrong. I did find a couple that did it. So if that happens, you just got to use the player right, and you won't get the extra bonus. Kevin McHale from the All-Decade 80s. You see, there's an advantage to getting these old cards from Season 4. I know some people are like, I don't want to get these cards anymore, but listen, you pull one of those cards with Gear Master, you're going to be pretty happy, especially if you didn't have one for that team. And another one is Gold Bob Cousy. And then last but not least, Emerald Paul Pierce from the Clutch team. So like those are just the Boston Celtics. If you want to see if you already have the Gear Master players, go to your collection then. Go to My Cards, filter, and just sort by team and do the same thing. Go through all the players and see which Gear Masters you have. But like that's what I did, and I discovered that I didn't have a Gear Master, so I went ahead and crafted the Malcolm Brogdon that I told you about. See, look, most of these cards, none of them are. See, right there, Gear Master. The rest of the cards don't have ability. Now, some foundation cards, it makes a lot of sense to keep because you need them for challenges. Like, for example, that Amber Robert Williams, he's a great card to use to grind for rings because you need to get blocked with a Boston Celtics player. He's a 5 in defending, he's a center, so it's a lot easier to do that with him. And then if you really want to just put it on cruise control, you take this team, 34,000 power, and just go right to tourneys and rinse and repeat the Ruby seasons. Some of the Ruby seasons will help you get a bunch of standard gear keys. Some will give you pump ups. Like, it's just an easy grind. Your team will win with no problem. And if you want to play the matches yourself, then you just go into Plasma Quartz and grind it out and go for rings. I'll show you right here. Like, Plasma Quartz tourney is excellent, right? Look, get an assist with a Lakers player, you get a Jade ring. Get a field goal with Derrick Rose, you get a Pearl ring. Get a dunk with Dominique Wilkins, you get an Obsidian ring. Get a steal with an Amber player, you get an Amber ring. And last but not least, get a block with Joel Embiid, and you get a Cosmic Jasper ring. Like, come on, they made it so easy for you to farm rings and to grind the game. You just gotta play. That's all you gotta do. All right, so let's continue the rest of the list. That way you know exactly what you gotta look for in your collection or your catalog. So for the Brooklyn Nets, there's only 2 players with Gear Master. So that's why I went ahead and crafted one of them. So one player is going to be Seth Curry, and then the second player is Patty Mills for the Fear the Beard theme. For the Knicks, Tyson Chandler is one of those players you want to keep from the Fear the Beard theme, and Evan Fournier from the Halloween theme. The 76ers, on the other hand, have 4 players. First one, really good player to craft, is the Allen Iverson for the Historic Greats theme. Then we got Tobias Harris for the Halloween theme, Tyrese Maxey for the Year of the Rabbit theme, and Montrezl Harrell for the Net Cutters theme. For the Raptors, there is only 1 player with Gear Master, and that's Jacob Poeltl. That's the only player, so if you didn't get him from the spring thing, you can craft him as well. It's not that expensive either. The Bulls probably have the most Gear Masters. The first one is the Summer Lonzo Ball, very good defender. So somebody you could craft and use for head-to-head as well. He's also a decent shooter from the 3-point range. Next is Joakim Noah from the Net Cutters theme, Steve Kerr from the Rainmakers theme, Alex Caruso from the Year of the Rabbit, Joakim Noah from the Trash Talkers theme, and Terry from the Rookies 2023, Patrick Williams from the Fear the Beard, and Joakim Noah for the All-NBA teams. A whole lot of Joakim Noahs, and they all have Gear Master. Now, some of these teams also have Gear Masters for Season 4, but in order to make the video a little bit faster, I'm only going to name the players for Season 5. Now, if there is a team that didn't have any players in Season 5, I will list the ones for Season 4. So the Cavaliers only have 2 players in Season 5, and the first one is Spring Caris LeVert, and then the other one is Journeyman Larry Nance Jr. The Pistons also have 2 players for this season. First one is Historic Greats Chauncey Billups, and the next one is Trash Talkers Bill Laimbeer. The Pacers only have 2 players as well. The first one is Historic Greats Jermaine O'Neal, which is a good player, and then the next one is Journeyman George Hill. So you'll see that these Season 5 Dark Matter cards are really good. They drop out of packs. A lot of times people aren't happy because they are low rarity. But if they have Gear Master, those cards are a lot more valuable because you get to use them beyond that current theme for that week. So for the Bucks, it's going to be the Winter Chris Middleton, Rookies 2023 Marjan. For the Hawks, it's going to be Sadiq Bey. It's one of the players I was using. John Collins from the spring theme, just recently got traded to the Jazz. We got Net Cutters theme, DeAndre Hunter. For the Hornets, we got Spring PJ Washington. We also got Net Cutters Kemba Walker. For the Heat, we got Triple Doubles Antoine Walker. Such a valuable card, especially now that I know that he has Gear Master. This is incredible. I gotta admit, the GOAT theme came out. I was hoping some of those players had Gear Master as well. They all have the prime player ability, which is cool if they were going to be the highest power player on my team. But for the most part, it doesn't help me out. So I gotta admit, I was hoping they had Gear Master. Derrick Jones Jr. also has it from the Rim Rockers theme. Nikola Jovic has it for the Rookies 2023 theme. Orlando Magic, Rim Rockers Aaron Gordon. This was before he got traded, became an NBA champion, so that's pretty sick. Franz Wagner from the Winter theme. Wes Unseld, which is another good player to have. He has the Gear Master. Rui Hachimura for the Year of the Rabbit. John Wall from the Rim Rockers theme. Fun card to use. Juan Ana Gomez from Screen Time. Now, the Timberwolves do not have a player in Season 5. So for Season 4, the player I ended up having to craft was this Kevin Garnett from last year's GOAT theme. I mean, it's a good card for sure. It's KG. If not, Anthony Edwards is an option, or this most improved Kevin Love from last season's theme as well. OKC Thunder, I've been telling you how to craft this card, but for even more reason now, Chet Holmgren is one of those, is a Gear Master as well. So is Della Strength, another very good card. Brent Barry from the Journeyman theme. Now the Trailblazers, this might be tough to get. Arvydas Sabonis from the Shine Greats theme, it is an Emerald. Bill Walton from the MVP theme, and Yusuf Nurkic from the Fall theme. Now, I gotta admit, I think I had all those cards and I got rid of them, so Trailblazers might be a tough one. For the Jazz, Rim Rockers Donovan Mitchell, Trash Talkers Joe Ingles, and Rookies 2023 Walker Kessler. Warriors, Journeyman Nate Robinson. That's a Pearl card, which was a reward card too, so a lot of people should have that. Trash Talkers Draymond Green. For the Clippers, Zubac from the Spring theme, Luke Kennard from the Rainmakers theme, Marcus Morris Sr. from the Fear the Beard, and Reggie Jackson from Halloween theme. And this card might be good crafting. All NBA's Chris Paul. For the Lakers, Trash Talkers Patrick Beverly, Historic Greats Lamar Odom, and this card right here, Anthony Davis, which I still had. I was very happy. It's a Gear Master as well, and a really good one. The Phoenix Suns, might want to craft Kevin Johnson. Devin Booker Rainmakers theme is one as well, so that's a good one. Robin Lopez from Fear the Beard, Cal Bridges from the Halloween theme, Sean Marion from the Historic Greats, and All NBA Devin Booker, along with All NBA Amari Stoudemire. For the Kings, Vlade Divac from the Triple Doubles theme. This was a good one. I was glad to have it as well. Davion Mitchell from the Net Cutters. Keegan Murray from Rainmakers. For the Dallas Mavericks, Christian Wood from the Rainmakers theme. Jaden Hardy from the Rookies 2023 theme. Tim Hardaway Jr. from the Fear the Beard. Rockets, there's some recent players. Kenny Martin Jr. from the Summer theme. Jalen Green from the Summer theme as well. Ben from the Screen Time theme. The Grizzlies, Journeyman Jay Crowder. Yeah, the Rabbit Paul Gasol. This is a fun card. Rim Rockers John Morant. Winter Jaren Jackson Jr. Halloween Steven Adams. For the Pelicans, we got the new Summer Herbert Jones. Journeyman Tyson Chandler. Rim Rockers Larry Nance Jr. Last but not least, for the San Antonio Spurs, we got Net Cutters Danny Green. Winter Keldon Johnson. Jacob Podol for the Winter theme. Arnold Ginobili for the Historic Greats 2000s. And that's pretty much it. But as a guy, that is how I grind my gear and my legendary shoes. And I'm telling you, once you build out your players, they'll be so great to use in head-to-head and events. As always, I appreciate all the support. I will catch everybody in the next video. Peace out.